Hello and welcome back to Two Brunettes in Baltimore.
I'm Lauren.
And I'm Tarah.
And welcome back for another episode.
We're back, baby! So, tell me what's up.
Oh my God,
how's your week? It's been a while.
It's good. My parents visited last weekend.
Oh yeah, that was a spur of the moment thing, right?
Yes. They were like, because I had off, and then they were like, we're not doing anything. We'll come.
That's sweet.
And it was so fun. It was so nice. My dad, again, was talking about how much he's obsessed with Baltimore.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's good.
I don't even know.
I saw you guys went to Patango.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. Like, the avocado toast, my mom is
so
good. It's so good.
Yeah. It's
so
hard
good
to eat, though.
It is. I got it today, too, because we went.
Wait, so Zoe and I went today as well.
Did?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's so good. It's just like a literal salad on it, though, so it like falls off. But it was really fun.
That's good.
Oh, and then on Sunday last week, and I didn't even tell you this yet, I went to a yoga retreat.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What was that like?
So it wasn't like a trip of any sort, obviously, because it was only one day. But this instructor.
Where was it? Oh, the one you told me about.
Did I tell you about
I think the one that does like the yoga over on the...
No, not
thing.
that
okay,
one.
Yeah.
So it's a different instructor, that one of like my favorites from Pilates House. And she was like, in one of the classes last week, she was like, yeah, we're doing a retreat on Sunday. It's just like a 4.5 hour thing at Sedona House in Hampton.
Cool.
Yeah. And she was like, this is like a more affordable, like, and obviously like easy option because it's not like far,
right?
And like all the yoga retreats that are like in Guatemala or like all over, they're like thousands of dollars,
right?
And you have to like,
and you were telling me about one you wanted to do.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it because it wasn't that expensive, and I wasn't doing anything that day because my parents left Saturday.
Okay.
So I went and it was amazing.
Good.
Like,
were you feeling like healed and
I mean the
spiritually active?
Yeah, like actually, and like the whole retreat was like based on being like grounded and everything.
Oh, good.
And I thought it was nice because it was like the day before I started like nights.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm about to like switch my whole schedule up. Like it's gonna be kind of nice.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So I.
What was your biggest takeaway?
Oh God, that's hard.
Or there was a lot. Like one thing that really resonated with you.
Oh God, that's like really difficult because it was all of it did.
Yeah. Or like one little piece, anything.
I'll just tell you, like, so we did, we started with like a yoga flow, like a vinyasa.
Yeah.
That was really, she started that way because they were like, there were two instructors and they were like, this is everyone's comfort zone. Like, you don't know each other yet. We'll start with like yoga. And so we like started with the vinyasa, which was like great. And that was like basically like an hour.
Yeah.
And then we did like some meditation. They did like restorative yoga, which is less like movement, more like mindfulness stuff.
Okay.
And then we journaled. We got into a circle and like talked about like deep stuff.
Yeah.
And like it was amazing. And there were times where
how many people were there?
There were like 8 of us.
Okay.
Like, it was small.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I found myself like tearing up at times. I didn't think that was
like
gonna
listening to other people, or more like with your inner thoughts?
Like with my inner thoughts.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was like honestly really
Wait, I'm getting chills.
No, it was amazing. And the way this place is, it's like so nice. It like looks, and like the sun like set into the studio.
Oh my gosh, that's
and, like,
so nice.
They had a cheese board and kombucha.
Ooh,
and,
yummy.
like, they had hot tea. Like it was really nice. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't even, I wrote down a bunch of like notes, and like when I journaled, I wrote some things that were like nice to take away, but it was just honestly like so much to take away. Oh, and the instructors were like, we're not just saying this, but this group of people is like really special. Aww. They were like, everybody just like no one knew each other, but everyone came together, and like it was just a very supportive environment. Yeah. And they just felt like we were like a really good group.
That's awesome. And did you like connect with the other people there?
Yeah,
and,
like
get their information.
We followed some of us followed each other on Instagram, and I think I was definitely the youngest one.
Yeah.
Most people were like 30s or 20s, and then there was like one woman who was probably like my mom's age.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which like she had a lot of like good wisdom
I'm
too,
sure.
because things just like come with age too. But that was like really fun.
That's awesome.
And then I went into my week like starting nights and everything. But it's been good.
Good.
I was fine. I survived.
Good. Good. Wait, was it your first week on nights again?
Yeah.
Oh baby, she's back.
I'm
oh
back.
No. Oh no.
I'm back being MIA.
I know, literally.
No.
Okay.
No, it was good. I stayed awake.
That's good.
I was like awake like pretty well.
I bet it's different being on nights on this floor now because
Oh yeah.
L&D, like you're up like the babies are coming no matter
what.
It's
not like slow.
It's not like people are asleep.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. And it was cool because I was flex this week, which they include a flex week in your orientation. And basically the flex nurse is the nurse who is like the second nurse in all the deliveries and C-sections. And you kind of are the baby nurse and you help with like all the extra stuff, but it's actually super busy because instead of like one delivery, you're running in and out multiple, of each one. But it was cool. I probably had like 5 or 6 deliveries this week, which is good. Yeah. And then that's it. And now we're here.
I know.
And Erin visited. She came yesterday. She's here. We'll get into that with like her episode. But but yeah, it's pretty much. Tell me about Mexico, though.
Okay, yeah. So
give me the lowdown.
Let's see. How did this week go? Like I
can't believe you went to Mexico.
I know, it was crazy. So Kateri came starting Sunday, and she spent the week here until we went to Mexico on Thursday. And we all flew out. I swear I called it. We had the party plane because it was all younger people on the flight.
Yeah.
So it was great. We got there kind of late, like 5-ish, 6-ish.
Yeah.
Whereas the other flights got in pretty early.
Okay.
But I mean, like we just had dinner and
wait,
like
I remember
ready.
You sent me a voice memo. You were like, "Today's been insane."
No, actually, like the longest travel day ever, just because our flight took off at 12, so we had to be there by like 10:30.
Okay.
But then we landed in Cancun, and there were 2 different buses.
Oh my god.
So the first bus, it took them like 20 minutes to get to the resort, but for us it took an hour.
What?
And I was like sitting on the bus, like not Zoe is making that cheese. I'm dead. But I was sitting on the bus and I'm like looking at my phone, just trying to pass time. And Kateri goes, "We still haven't left the airport." And I check our location. I was like, no shot.
Wait.
The traffic was terrible. But we got there. It was all good.
Sucks.
Honestly, it was perfect because the girls I was hanging out with were on that bus. And the guys that we were hanging out with got there already.
Okay.
So they got to like go to the pool and hang out. And like they don't need as much time to get ready.
Yeah.
So we just went up and got ready for dinner. And then we like had a tax team dinner.
Oh, nice.
So that was fun. Got to be with like the partners and managers.
Did it
and
end
all
up
that.
being weird? Like, did you like party a lot with these work people?
So then it was all-inclusive vibe, which if you've ever been to an all-inclusive, it's drinking, eating, and just like at the pool
nonstop,
basically. Like it's fun. But we went. And we stuck with our core group of younger people and then obviously mixed and mingled with everybody else. But it was very interesting.
Oh, no. Being
around your bosses and not just from your team, but the entire company and the CEO.
Oh, my God.
Who's like, I don't know, like it was a very interesting experience and like good to kind of have that under my belt.
Do you feel like you like connected with people?
Yes, it was great because honestly, I tried not to get that drunk and like I really didn't, but it was really good to see like be more familiar with them and more in a casual sense.
Right. Were there other people at the resort or at the all-inclusive?
Like barely at all, anything at all.
They're probably like, damn, this is a big group of people.
Like there was one night we had a firm dinner on Friday night and I swear it was empty because we were all there. Like 400 of us were in one spot.
Oh my God.
And then the rest of the resort was to the people who were there.
That's crazy.
But in all honesty, like you know how I was worried about what bathing suit and stuff to wear and like what I should be wearing. I wore a bikini. So did everybody else. Yeah. Like
it's just
one of the partners was literally wearing a Speedo.
Ew.
So like right. Like literally to each their own, whatever you were comfortable with.
Was the weather nice?
The weather was great, except the night we had the firm dinner, it's typically on the beach or like outside. But it was monsooning. Like it was pouring down rain. But we just had like the happy hour portion in one of the bars and then the dinner in one of the restaurants. So it was totally fine. But honestly, such a good experience. And like I'm so grateful that I got to do that at this age. Yeah. And just like have that
That's cool
moment. And like so grateful that this firm even does that because not everybody does things like that. Like
that's crazy.
I know a lot of companies will send you away for training and like you'll have some sort of experience of like living in a hotel room with your coworkers and whatnot. and more like party sense. But it was really good to have the experience of like being on a trip with your entire firm.
Yeah, that's like really cool. And like the fact that they let you bring +1.
I know,
too.
that was awesome.
So how many, you told me this before, but it was like what, like 80 something people or
oh
more?
no, no.
Oh, 100?
No, yeah, it was like 400 to 500 of us. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I said 80.
No, it was a lot.
You must have said that before, but I didn't realize it was that
crazy.
much.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Because there were just so many.
You got
of
a
us.
tan.
I know, it's starting to fade.
Is it?
I swear, on the last day, I was like, I'm not putting on sunscreen, and I sat in the pool so that I would get the reflection
water.
from the water.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank God I did, because I actually got a decent tan then.
Yeah.
But I don't know, overall good experience.
How was the flight home?
The flight home was great. Like, and we had the later flight too, so we got all day in the sun on the last day.
Oh, nice.
And then Kateria and I literally DoorDashed food before, like scheduled it to show up for when we got home. So we had
That's
food.
so smart.
But no, it was such a good experience. Like Kateria and I and KG, we would all in the night like playing cards together. It was so fun.
That's so nice.
So we had like little moments and like pockets of time that you just got to like bond with your people and grow greater connections and all of that.
I bet it'll be nice going back. Well, you already went back to work, but like just like being back at work with those people that you like bonded with more. Yeah. And you kind of probably know people more now after like spending that time. Yeah. But that's really cool.
It was a blast.
I can't believe it already happened. I remember you talked about it when it was months away.
I know, right? And here we are. So it's good to be doing that, and like now it's over. I don't have to worry about it. I was so worried about what to wear. True. And I think I slayed. I think my outfits look great.
I liked that white dress.
Was
that from the place
La
in
Mesa?
Phelps? Yeah.
So cute. Honestly, it was so classy but sexy and like very in your 20s vibe.
It was very Mexico vibes.
Yes, it was really cute. But anyway, check out my Instagram if you want to see that Instagram pics.
At Tarah.
No, literally. But no, it was a great time. Honestly, like so happy about it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, should we get into it?
So let's give them a little rundown of what's going on. So we have my best friend from kindergarten here.
Woo!
Her name is Zoe. We're almost on 2 decades of friendship.
That's crazy.
Which is insanity.
That's
because we've only been alive for 23 years.
Yeah.
But we're almost there. And so we'll do a little post-grad episode, how to make friends, moving to a new city, all that jazz, because I think Zoe killed it. And I can't wait for you to hear about it.
I'm so excited.
She did a really good job. She's in D.C. now, so she did a good job. But let's come and welcome Zoe onto the pod.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so welcome to Miss Zoe Michelson. I'm really nervous.
I'm so excited.
No, all right, so Zoe. Let's give them the rundown.
Yes.
Okay. So we were besties since kindergarten. We met through our moms who were in the PTA.
Yes. Oh my God, really?
Yes. They're Zoe moved.
House like 2 days after I moved.
Oh my God.
We were 5.
Yeah.
And we made mud brownies
in the backyard.
And we tried to make her brother eat them.
Like
he almost did. We still talk about it.
We tried to. We were like, oh, it's brownie batter.
Yeah, we brought it inside. We put mud in a bowl.
Matt?
No, Robbie, my older brother.
I was like, they're gonna do it to me.
Oh yeah, I guess Matt was like literally.
We were just visiting him in New Orleans, like in August.
Yeah.
And we brought it up. He still is like, yeah, I did think that was brownie batter. He really did. Classic Zoe Tarah mess around. I hated that. That didn't count. I was trying to like New Girl it.
It's okay. Wait, Zoe's literally like just from New Girl. Like,
no, I you said this last time. She totally. She's like. Okay.
Yeah. But like the friendship has been forever.
Yeah.
Aww.
We had like the friendship heart necklaces.
Stop.
Or the best friend those. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Pink and blue.
Yep.
Who had pink?
Me.
Zoe did.
I'm a pink girly.
I had blue. Yeah. But anyway, so Zozo and I have been besties since kindergarten. And then we went to different middle schools and high schools. But funny enough, through our friendship, because we always had different groups of friends and everything, once we got to high school and parties started happening, there would be nights we would go to multiple parties because we had different friend groups to go visit.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That was fun.
That makes it fun then.
That was a fun time. And then she went to Indiana.
I did.
That's where you went.
I went way out there.
For college.
What's the school?
Indiana University.
Oh, I'm like, I don't know Indiana. Actually,
there's no reason to.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah. Well, I did meet people in Aruba from Indiana.
Oh my God, she did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like farmers, though.
They were all farmers. Yeah.
I just kind of like ended up there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it like very like farmy around the college?
It's actually funny because most of my friends are from like the Indianapolis area, and their high schools were like 1,200 kids.
Oh my god!
I was like, that
wasn't like it for us. Yeah.
So I was so confused, but everyone lives super in like a really concentrated area.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was great. I loved it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like went in because I mean, you know, like why am I going to Indiana? But I went in and it was like, oh, like I applied to 6 schools. I got into 3. I was like, well,
what made you choose that over the other schools?
I honestly wish I had a reason. I have this issue where like I'm just like I'll do it and I do it.
Yeah.
So far it's worked out for me.
Hey,
wait,
good.
Something
I'm
funny.
Indecisive, so that's kind of nice.
I was filling out my transfer applications, but I never did it.
Okay. True. Wait, something funny about Zoe. So she, like how you mentioned, a lot of people are from the Indianapolis area. So Zoe lived on a farm at that point in her life. And it was like the running joke that the girl from Jersey lived on the farm, but not the people from Indiana.
I'd always be like, oh, you guys live in cornfields.
No, literally. And Zoe's like, wait, no,
you're the only person in this entire group that lives on a farm. They were like, none of us
literally with
close.
farm animals.
Oh my God.
Like crazy.
Yeah, like I had goats and shit.
That's so... We can curse.
I was like, I have to wash my mouth.
No way.
Yeah.
So what did you major in?
I majored in psychology.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked my major. I liked my classes a lot. I never knew what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to be a therapist, which is like weird for being a psychology major.
Yeah.
But I needed something broad. I also switched my major like 10 times.
Yeah.
But
My mom was a psych major.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun. I like
It
it.
is.
And yeah, I liked my classes. It was really interesting. And honestly, okay, like I'm a big believer in it does not matter what your major is. Unless you're going to like nursing or like accounting.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
there's
like
some things that matters, but
you can do
anything
anything.
general like
I
that.
don't work in anything psychology related. But like, because I did research in college.
Okay.
So that's what I do now.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's cool. And what's the like?
Whatever the hell
what's the research again? What's your current job like again? I know you were telling me last time, but
I do public policy research.
Yes.
So we do like we research government programs and stuff. So I'm in the human services sector. So it's like
yeah, my mom works in
family
human services. So
yeah, it's kind of similar.
It is.
God,
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
But that's cool.
Yeah.
So
good.
do you find that like you have a lot of the same friends from college that you do now? Like did you move with people? You moved with people from college, right? Like
her best friend from college was planning on moving to DC first, which was really good. Like I felt like that was a good setup. Kind of like how you and Grace are.
Yeah.
Like how you both have each other here.
Right.
They were like neighbors, literally a block away from each other. But then like grew a whole group of friends from that. I feel like you should talk about that and like how you made all of your friends. Because this girl literally showed up to a new city and like has the biggest, greatest group of friends ever. Like
I went with my best friend.
When so you moved to DC right after college? Or?
Yeah, I moved in July. I moved like end of June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So like a month later.
June after like 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like said yes. Like
to everything.
All of my friends are mutuals.
Yeah.
Like, I met everyone through a mutual friend, and like my big group of friends we met because one of my friends from college was best friends with her from home, and then her boyfriend is from Arlington.
Oh.
So then they were having a 4th of July party.
Oh, nice.
The rest is history. As they say. And then also like a bunch of my other friends are like one of my college roommates, her best friend from home also lives in DC, and so now like we're really close with her and her roommates and like their group of friends.
That's so nice.
I don't know, I feel like I'm also the type of person like I need to be with people. I don't like being
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah.
Like I have 3 roommates. Like there's 4 of us and a dog living in a house, and I love it. Like,
that dog, the jumping
dog. Yeah,
he jumped so high.
Yeah,
he's like a kangaroo.
When I saw your house when we visited DC, I was like, this reminds me of like a college house. I was like, this is
so nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like the
it's
thing,
a little fratty,
but like in like a better way.
Yeah, no, we love it.
It's a girl frat house.
Yeah,
it's a girl frat house.
It is our Barbie dream house.
It is.
Her name's Mabel May.
The name of the house.
Yeah. My roommate just found an ornament with the name Mabel on it, and it
Killer.
is the only ornament on our tree.
Aw.
It's the only one that needs to be there.
True.
We had our issues with Mabel, but you know, she's like 200 years old.
Oh yeah.
She has a haunted
she
basement.
Is a person. Like, she's got a personality, let me tell you.
Stop. Oh yeah, you have like the basement like
The
blocked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so there's let me explain for the viewers out there. There's like,
And we're talking about Zoe's house, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is my house that
We're saying
I
she,
reside,
but
my
it's
humble
her house in DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm referring to it. Anyway, yeah. So there's a doorknob lock, and then there's a slider lock, like kind of a. It's not a deadbolt. No, it's like a.
To the
It can be
basement.
broken off, and then my old dresser is also in front of it, which we use as storage because we don't have a closet. There's no hall closet, nothing.
Yeah.
So we use it as storage.
Okay.
But it also happens to be blocking the basement.
Blockage to the basement
Like today,
storage.
one of my roommates had to go down there to get her suitcase, and she was like,
Oh, I would not go
yesterday.
down by myself.
Yesterday.
Not after you block it off like that.
She lives on the first floor, and she calls up to. She's like, "Can someone watch me while I go downstairs?"
No, literally.
Yeah, no one's allowed to go down the river.
No, I would
so
not go down
funny.
there by myself. Yeah.
But
I truly believe in like my apartment. Like junior year of college, they were saying it was haunted, and I swore I saw a ghost one night. So
yeah,
Yeah.
No, I like believe in ghosts too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
after that ghost tour we did.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
do that,
There's
and
some
that
ghosts out there.
Yeah.
I gotta
creepy.
sage my house.
Seriously.
No, you know what? I feel like they'd be nice.
Okay, give me the rundown. What's your like favorite memory from since moving to DC?
Oh man.
Or like how you made friends? Like what's your other than the 4th of July party?
Yeah.
Cuz I feel like you made so many friends like Indiana people.
Oh, so
Like you have a group of Indiana and then like a group of mutuals and you
Yeah.
guys all just kind of hang out together.
So like
That's nice.
most, actually, every single one of my friends from school, except for like me, and okay, not every single, whatever.
Yeah.
Grain of salt. And they all moved to Chicago. Everyone moves to Chicago.
Oh wow.
I mean, great city, like
Yeah.
love it there.
Yeah.
But I wanted to come back to the East Coast. I didn't want to be a flight away.
yeah.
But there's like a small group of us that we were in Indiana, like we went to Indiana. There was a group me made somehow, I don't know, and then we all started hanging out. None of us were friends at school. I mean, there was
It's
a few
kinda
people
crazy,
here, but that's
yeah.
pockets of people that like knew each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we all just like became friends. We all
That's
hung
so
out a
nice.
few times, and now we like
Literally
we
do
hang out a
everything
lot,
together. Yeah.
And
Is it all like
Everyone's-
girls and guys?
girls and guys.
Nice.
Everyone's just, I don't know, everyone's very nice. It's kind of like
Everyone
feel
just
like-
gets along.
yeah.
Like it's just like
It's
chill.
honestly so good to see Zoe
Yeah.
have such a good friend group. Like
Aw.
on her birthday, I was like filled with
You
so
said
much
that.
gratitude
I
because
was
I was like so warmed that Zoe is so loved by so many people.
Stop
Like it just
it.
made me so happy to see it.
Well, I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
it's like I don't know. I just
You just
You're
give
listening
you
to
just
this
give
song?
off that energy.
Yeah.
Where people just would gravitate towards
Yeah.
you. And
She's like, I'm flattered.
Wait, that's like the
serious.
kindest
I'm
thing
serious.
ever.
Like,
That was so
You're
kind.
very like what's the word? Just like warm and like like not,
Yeah.
not like intimidating. Like I feel like people would want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
So
Oh
it makes
God.
sense. And you're fun and you're funny.
I feel like
Yeah.
people would want to be friends with you too.
Stop.
Now we're all like
Let's all compliment each other. But no, I just like I don't know. I'm in my phase, which I don't think is a phase. I've always kind of been like this. I just like genuinely like love my friends. Like I came here today and I'm like, oh, God, I'm like so happy to be here.
Yeah, it's so
Have that outlook.
sweet.
When you move to a new city, you just like have to have that outlook because
And, like,
it's not
positivity.
gonna be all good. Like,
Yeah.
it is. Most days are like, especially when you first move there, it's not gonna be good. Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna like it. You're gonna want to go home, go back to your safety net. Like,
yeah.
but you just have to look at it with a positive attitude because
Right.
everything's what you make of it. I think so. It's
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like the first couple like weeks that you were in DC was kind of tough because you were there by yourself. Yeah. Your roommate hadn't moved in yet. Yeah. And I remember going down and visiting you, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this sucks. Because I remember when I first moved to Baltimore too, like I've obviously been in the city for years from school, but when I moved here, I was like, I felt so alone. Yeah. And I feel like that's a tough feeling you can have when moving to a city like post grad, because you're not filled with all the people from either your hometown, your high school, or like college,
where everybody lived in the same vicinity, and those are the people you were used to. So it's like, I mean, it's I guess I can't say that because I moved with my friend from college, but like still like having the one, it's still like hard to kind of put yourself
That's why I
out
think
there.
it's so important, like Zoe said, to say yes to everything.
And like it's gonna feel awkward.
It is. It is the point.
Even like when we met.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't like. You just gotta keep doing it, and unless you don't like them.
Like I remember.
Unless you don't like them.
You know, it's gonna like
when we
like
were
dating.
supposed to like go out to dinner and like meet each other for the first time. I remember before I was like, ugh, like I wanted to go, but I didn't because I was like, ugh. Like,
it's one of those feelings where you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's almost like worse than a date with a guy.
Yeah. No,
Because
one time my cousin
what if you don't like
to me, he was like, we were like driving and we were just, I don't know, chit chatting, catching up, and he was in Philly and he was like, yeah, making friends is like dating.
Yeah. It is.
He was like, I feel like I'm going on blind dates all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've just like remember that this was like a year and a half ago that he said this to me. And yeah, I'm just like,
you're right.
I also feel like it's hard because you like, I don't know. I feel like I originally was like, okay, at this age, everybody already has their friends, but that's not true.
No. Yeah.
You can make all these new friends now.
Right.
And it's
like, and like people are willing to share their friend groups. Like I feel like at this age, everyone's like, the more the merrier. Like the more
and, like,
you get to be out with people.
It's like if anyone's like territorial, it's like,
why?
Okay, whatever.
How secure are you in your friendship? Then it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, that's judgmental. I'm gonna take that one back. Let's throw that one. I don't want to make that assumption.
No, but I agree.
I think, true. Yeah, I think it's just like.
You shouldn't be like that.
If someone doesn't want to hang out with me, I don't want to hang out with you.
Right. Yeah, totally. Fair.
Right. Period.
Okay. I want to hear. We're going to get serious, guys.
not
that serious.
This is what I'm good at. This is actually my forte.
Yeah. No, is it?
Avi.
But I do want to hear about your job because I remember your interview process when you were in college. And it was like a whole thing. Didn't you like, you couldn't go out on a big day for Indiana because you had the interview the next day?
I couldn't go to the Two Friends concert.
But we went for your birthday.
My birthday this year, my 23rd birthday. Two friends came to DC.
That was fun. That's so funny. I was like, what was that day? And so she had all these interviews. She got the job and then like literally had to be like, I'm going to DC.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
like I guess my question is like, what's that process like when you're interviewing for a different city that you have no idea anything about other than your 8th grade field trip?
Oh my God.
True.
Right?
You know, I won't tangent on my 8th grade field trip.
that 8th grade field trip could be a whole segment on its own.
Kiss on the 8th grade field trip.
Oh wow! Damn.
Wait, this is so funny because I was just listening to MASH Made in Manhattan, and they talked about how they went on a DC 8th grade.
I think
field trip.
It's a universal experience for like the.
It is.
I don't think I did.
Really?
Yeah. Well, we went to DC, but it was like earlier, I think.
I have been swarmed by little middle schoolers.
Yeah, it's like a thing for our area, like New York, Connecticut,
are wild.
New Jersey area.
Anyway, I'm gonna hate how my voice sounds on this.
It's okay.
This is gonna be hard. I don't think I'm gonna. Anyway,
you have to listen. So tell me about the job thing.
I'll preface with I was lucky with my job search. Like, I found a company that was exactly what I was looking for. I found a great job. Like, everything lined up for me. Mm-hmm. So I will preface with the fact that it wasn't easy by any means, but
it fell into place.
It worked out really well. And I know a lot of people, especially right now, it's so hard to get a job. And that's to know, it's not anyone's fault. It's not what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's just, I was right place, right time, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it was 3 interviews. First one's kind of like a screening. Second one's an hour long.
Damn, an hour?
Is 3 hours.
Wait, how did they entertain all that time?
There's multiple. You talk to like multiple levels of people.
Oh my god!
But I kind of enjoyed it because it was just a conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
did you interview for like multiple jobs that were similar, like your job that you have now?
I did not get a single interview for any other job I applied for.
That's insane.
That's what I mean when I say it worked out for me.
Yeah. It was meant to be.
Yeah, literally.
You know what? We're looking for something. They screened my resume right out of there.
But it was just meant to be with this job.
Yeah, no, it worked out well. I like my job.
Do you actually like enjoy going?
Yeah, no, it's good because it's very much my position's all about kind of figuring out your topic area, which is what I have always like not. I'm so scared of committing to something.
Yeah,
like going to grad school and committing to something so specific, but like seeing this where I work, it's people might have their masters in nutrition, but they work on family studies projects or education projects. It's very, you're not like, what's the word?
Yeah, like restricted.
Yeah, you're not restricted.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun because most of my friends were in the business school. They had a very like cut to the chase process. They all had their internships and then they started applying for jobs. They all had their jobs by October, November of senior year.
Okay.
And I tried to apply and they said apply again in January. So it's like I couldn't even apply till January. But yeah, it worked out. I mean, I got my job while I was on spring break in Cabo.
Oh, that was good.
It was so fun. I had to I'm on my parents' phone plan. So I had to text my dad and I'm like,
I just took a call.
I have to turn my service on so that I can talk to this job. And he was like, yeah, like
totally fine.
no
He's
shit.
like, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's like, I'll spare the $10.
Yeah. Thanks, Greggy.
But yeah, so I like got the call and they were like, oh, we'd like to offer you this job. And I can't tell that. So
wait, now I'm like, oh, no.
It doesn't matter anymore, I guess. There's asked if they could call me on like Tuesday, whatever day it was. And I was going on a booze cruise. I was going on a booze cruise and I had to email them back. I'm like, oh, so I'm on a trip to Mexico with my family and my dad booked an excursion. We're going and I made up
snorkeling.
There's a whole thing. They don't care. Like, they don't care.
Right. You could have just been like, yeah, that time doesn't work.
I could have just said, can we do this time instead? But no, I made up a whole story. Yeah. Which I had to do. So then
you live and you learn.
She's like, oh my god, how was it? I was like, what? I was like, it's great.
It was great, actually.
It was so fun.
That's so funny.
That's so funny. Yeah. So then I went back. I told all my friends. But it was so funny because we were in all inclusive.
Yeah.
So, and it was ratchy. We were like, like it was very
one of those college all inclusives. Yeah.
And so people kept going, Zoe, I got you a drink. Congratulations, I'm buying you a drink.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
It was so funny, but it was fun.
That's exciting.
I don't know. It felt really
nice
good
that you were there when you
because
found out.
I did not.
I think it's tough.
I knew I was gonna get a job. I was like I had good grades. I was involved. I did this.
Zoe has insane grades.
But
yeah.
Wait,
it's
that's
still
one
scary.
thing. No, there's one thing about that. Like, a lot of people have their internships and their jobs lined up, and like they don't need to be worried about it senior year. I was the same way where I didn't have any of that in line. Like, I literally figured that out during my master's.
Yeah.
And I just felt so behind. Like, you have that feeling of like, oh shit, like I don't have it together.
Right.
But really, like, there's so many other people out there like that, and like it all falls into place.
No, literally.
Right. And everything happens for a reason too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Like, and if you don't like your first job, I remember I was talking to my dad about something about jobs, and he was like, no one actually likes their first job. It's an
I already
job.
Switched units and I'm so much happier. So
yeah,
it's
like if you don't like your first job, you just unfortunately sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, and then switch it up
to the next thing.
Yeah, and like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
I think just approach everything in life with. I mean, obviously some things are a big deal, but your discretion is advised. But like, just don't. Nothing's actually that big of a deal.
Serious.
Like, everyone's gonna. No one cares what you do.
And
God, like actually nobody cares.
I feel like that's like how my dad goes about like life, which like my mom always like says that it's nice because it helps her like stay like relaxed and like grounded, because he's always like she'll stress about something and then he'll be like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And
that.
Like so
that's how my dad is too.
Yeah.
But then my mom is like, no, we got to figure it out right now.
Your dad is so chill.
Yeah.
He's so chill.
Yeah.
But it's I like that advice.
It's kind of funny that it's like a similar dynamic.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But that was great. That was like a really, really good advice.
Yeah.
Here's my advice that I'm going to leave you with.
Yeah. What's your last piece of wisdom for the pod?
Just don't care. No,
just okay. Give us something good, so.
Something good?
Yeah.
All right. Approach life with positivity, because nothing's coming at you. Any bad things are going to happen. It's going to suck. There's all different levels of it. Mm-hmm. But it's all about how you approach it, and it's all about who you surround yourself with. And this is the last thing I'll say. And okay, I know it doesn't sound like it because it was like, oh, big friend group, but it's not. Like, my mom always said to me growing up, would you rather have 4 quarters or 100 pennies?
Oh, I like that.
I would say, because I'd be like, oh, I'm so sad, blah, blah, blah. Like, elementary school, middle school, sucks.
Mm-hmm.
If I say I'd rather have 4 quarters, you're so right, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So true. I like that. I really like that.
4 quarters can be however you interpret it. Mm-hmm. When it's like, you gotta have your people.
Yeah.
Find your people, hold them close.
Right.
And just live your fucking life. Oh my God. It's okay. And with that, I'm so sorry, Mrs. S.
she apologizes to my mom. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
that was great.
Yeah.
Good job, Zoe.
Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
Sharing a little spiel of your life. Yeah. I know, it's about time.
Like, I have stage fright, but then let me talk for an entire 30 minutes.
No, it was great.
Well, thank you very much for joining.
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode with Miss Zoe, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, and listen on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and stay positive and have a great week.
Cheers.
Bye.
Chug.